Ladies and gentlemen, imagine waking up tomorrow and instead of your alarm clock buzzing, you are greeted by a robot that smiles, speaks, and asks you how you slept. Imagine walking into your kitchen and seeing a humanoid robot preparing your breakfast, reminding you of your appointments, and even adjusting the room temperature to your comfort. What may sound like a futuristic dream is no longer far away, because technology has already created something that will soon integrate into our daily lives. That something has a name: a mecha, the most advanced humanoid robot in the world. Now let's go back to the very beginning. Who created this astonishing marvel? A mecha is the creation of Engineered Arts, a robotics company based in Cornwall, United Kingdom. This company has been working on humanoid robots for years, but their mission was always different. They didn't want to build robots only for industrial use or repetitive factory tasks. They wanted to create robots that could interact with people naturally, with emotions, expressions, and conversations. That's how a mecha was born. The first official unveiling of a mecha happened in 2021, and it shook the entire world. Videos of a mecha went viral instantly, because this was not just another machine. It blinked like a human, it smiled like a human, and when it spoke, people felt that something new had arrived, a machine that could actually connect. It was not just a technical invention, it was an emotional one. For the first time in human history, a robot didn't feel like an object. It felt like an experience. Now let's talk about the features that make a mecha so extraordinary. Unlike robots built for heavy lifting or high-speed movement, a mecha is designed for human interaction. Its face is one of the most realistic ever built, with subtle movements controlled by dozens of precision actuators. These allow the robot to show more than 50 micro-expressions: surprise, curiosity, happiness, even confusion. It also has high-definition cameras built into its eyes, giving it vision almost like humans, and microphones that detect sound and tone. When you talk to a mecha, it doesn't just hear your words, it recognizes your expressions and reacts accordingly. The body structure of a mecha is another remarkable achievement. Its torso, arms, neck, and head are designed to move fluidly, almost naturally. The outer layer is made of silicone skin, which doesn't try to look exactly like human flesh but is smooth, gray-toned, and futuristic. The decision to use this neutral color was intentional, to avoid the uncanny valley effect where robots that look too human can actually make people uncomfortable. Beneath that silicone lies a complex network of motors, alloys, and joints that replicate human movement with smooth precision. But the real magic lies in how a mecha works. Think of its body as the hardware and its brain as advanced AI software. The actuators act as muscles, sensors detect the environment, and AI interprets what's happening in real time. If you smile at a mecha, its sensors detect the curve of your lips, its AI interprets that as happiness, and its actuators respond by making a mecha smile back. If you ask it a question, microphones capture your words, AI processes them instantly, and a mecha replies with speech and gestures. It's not just talking, it's communicating like a human. And you might be wondering, what's the price tag of this futuristic marvel? Well, a mecha is not cheap. Reports suggest that the cost could be anywhere between $100,000 to $150,000, depending on customization. That makes it far too expensive for the average household right now. But remember, when computers were first invented, they filled entire rooms and cost millions. Today, every person has one in their pocket. The same will happen with humanoid robots. Prices will eventually drop, and what seems unreachable today could soon be part of everyday life. Of course, a mecha is a product of the United Kingdom, proudly representing British engineering and innovation. Unlike Japan or the US, which are often associated with robotics, this UK-based company managed to capture global attention with a mecha. It proved that innovation doesn't always come from tech giants. Sometimes, smaller specialized teams achieve breakthroughs that change the future. And what could be the role of a mecha in daily life? Imagine healthcare, where humanoid robots can comfort lonely patients, assist doctors, or provide emotional support to the elderly. Imagine airports, where a mecha could guide passengers, answer questions in multiple languages, and reduce human stress. Imagine schools, where such robots could act as interactive tutors, making learning fun and personal. The applications are endless, and each one has the power to transform daily human life. But beyond what we already see, there are hidden facts about a mecha that many people don't know. For instance, a mecha cannot walk, at least, not yet. Its lower body is not designed for mobility. This might sound like a limitation, but it was a conscious choice by Engineered Arts. They focused entirely on communication and lifelike interaction first. Walking will be added later. For now, a mecha is a communication genius, not an athlete. Another less known fact is that a mecha is modular. This means its parts can be upgraded over time without rebuilding the whole robot. If new sensors or advanced AI systems are developed, they can be plugged into a mecha. This ensures that the robot is not just a product, but a platform, a foundation for future technologies. In other words, a mecha is built to evolve. Now let's talk about possible future developments. Imagine combining a mecha's lifelike expressions with advanced generative AI that can think, create, and learn like never before. We could soon have a robot that not only answers your questions but also holds deep conversations, debates with you, and even provides counseling. Imagine it with the ability to walk, use its hands with fine precision, and interact physically with the environment. This would mean a robot capable of working in homes, hospitals, schools, offices, and even disaster zones. The impact on humanity could be enormous. On the positive side, humanoid robots like a mecha could assist the elderly, give comfort to those living alone, and handle dangerous tasks in places too risky for humans. They could become personal companions, guides, and helpers. They could help in therapy for people with anxiety or loneliness. They could teach children, assist in surgeries, or even serve as emergency responders in disasters. But we must also consider the challenges. What happens when humanoid robots start replacing jobs? What if people begin to prefer robots for emotional comfort over real human relationships? What about ethics? How much intelligence should a robot be allowed to have? These are real questions, not science fiction anymore. They are discussions the world needs to have right now. Still, history shows that technology doesn't stop. Just as electricity, the internet, and smartphones changed the world, humanoid robots will do the same. And a mecha is just the first big step. Already, people who meet a mecha at tech expos describe the experience as unforgettable. Some say it's like meeting the future face to face. Others describe it as eerie but fascinating. Either way, it sparks curiosity and conversation worldwide. Looking forward, we can expect a mecha to gain walking ability, more advanced speech systems, and emotional AI that can recognize sadness, joy, or anger, and respond with empathy. In daily life, that could mean having a robot friend who notices when you're upset and tries to cheer you up, or a robot assistant who notices when you're tired and suggests you rest. And that brings us to the heart of the matter. The question is not if robots like a mecha will become part of daily life, it's when. Maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10, but the day will come when households, offices, hospitals, and schools will all have humanoid robots. They will be as common as smartphones, changing the way humans live, work, and connect. In conclusion, a mecha is not just a machine. It's a symbol of human ambition. It represents the dream of building something in our own image, not just to copy us, but to help us. A mecha shows us what's possible when technology meets imagination. It's not perfect, it's not complete, but it is a glimpse into a future where robots don't just serve humans, they live with us. The world is changing, and a mecha is proof that the future is arriving faster than we ever imagined. So the next time you think of a robot, don't just picture a mechanical arm in a factory. Picture a mecha, blinking, smiling, talking, and one day, perhaps, walking beside you. Because very soon, a mecha won't just be a viral video on your screen. It will be part of your daily life.